I'm sure we've all gone through difficult times in life. Things that we maybe don't even know if we're going to be able to get through. Those are the times when we're down, when we're low, when we're discouraged, that we as Christians expect God to be there to lift us up. And sometimes we don't feel Him anywhere, do we? I want to talk about that today in your morning cup of inspiration. Thanks for joining me. I don't think there's a better example of a human going through a difficult time than the book of Job. Everything's relative, isn't it? So if we set Job up as a plumb line, our problems probably won't seem that bad, will they? You go back and read the book of Job and you hear this story. And basically, Job lost all of his children, all of his daughter-in-laws, his entire family except his wife. He lost basically all of his possessions and then was inflicted with great pain and disease and boils on his body. And he just sat in the dirt in severe pain, wondering where God was. Finally, his friends come. He expects them to encourage him, and they don't. They basically try to get him to admit to what he did wrong for that to take place. I don't know how long Job was in this situation, but I do know that his friends came and they didn't speak for 7 days. So we know it's 2 to 3 weeks or longer. I want to share with you, though, Job always had confidence, never gave up, but he did wonder at times where God was. Listen to the 23rd chapter of Job. I'm starting in the 8th verse. He says it very eloquently. But if I go to the east, he's not there. He's talking about God. If I go to the west, I can't find him. When he is at work in the north, I don't see him. And when he turns to the south, I catch no glimpse of him. He's saying God is as far away, I can't see him in any direction. But here's what I want you to grasp today. And if you're going through a tough time and a tough situation, I want you to grab this too and be able to say it. But he knows the way I take. God knows exactly where you're at and what you're going through right now. When he's tested me, I'll come forth as gold. May that be our prayer. We know that we may be tested, but we can come forth as gold. And here's how he knows it. He says, I'm following his steps. I've kept his way. I've not departed from his commandments, and I've treasured his words in my mouth. If you're going through something tough today, if you're being tested, stand on God's word. Continue to speak God's word. Continue to trust that he knows exactly where you're at, and he will bring you out. Job came through that and had more reward and assets at the end of the time than he did at the beginning. God is faithful, and he'll take care of you. God bless. Thanks for joining me for that morning cup of inspiration, and we'll see you next time.